Okay, so I'm making a video for some problems off of the review sheet. As you can see there, starting off on the review sheet, right from the top, there's a section for differentials, and it wants you to solve 3 problems by using differentials. And so I'm doing the first one, which was the cube root of 25 by using differentials. Alright, so looking at that, you should recognize the function of the cube root of x, which is the same thing as x to the 1/3. Alright, so we know what our function actually is, which should be the cube root of x. Alright, so in your notes, there should be an equation that you have that the f of x is equal to f prime of a times x minus a plus f of a. Okay, so what does all that tell us? Well, our f of x, which is what we found right over here, our function. Alright, so from the function we can see that x is 25. Alright, so over here x is what's hard, which is the 25. So for an a, try to find something that's easy and close to 25 that you know. Right? Since our function is the cube root of x, pick 27, because we know that the cube root of 27 is 3, which we found out right over here. So there you see the cube root of 25 is, I've got no idea, but that's our f of x. And see that the cube root of 27 is 3, which is our f of a, which is all nice. Alright, so now we need to figure out what the f prime is. So for f prime, taking derivatives, yay! Alright, so our f of x was equal to the cube root of x, which is the same thing as x to the 1/3. Alright, so just use x to the 1/3 and use the power rule to take the derivative. So the 1/3 comes down in front of the x, and that leaves us with x to the 1/3 minus 1. And so since it's 1/3, 3/3 is going to be 1, which is the same thing. So we have 1/3 times x to the negative 2/3. Which should be super easy. And to kind of clean it up, 1 over 3 times x to the negative 2/3. The negative 2/3, the negative tells you that the x is going to be going down into the denominator with the 3. And the negative sign goes away once you're there. Alright, so then we are looking at this. And when you have a fraction for an exponent, the 2, like there for the 2/3, is telling you that you're going to square your x, and the 3 is telling you that you're going to be taking a cube root. So cleaning it up all nice and pretty where we can use that, the derivative of the cube root of x is equal to 1 over 3 times the cube root of x squared. Alright, so now we should have all of our pieces of information, our f of x, our f prime, and our x and a's. Okay, so then you come over here, based off the equation, f of x equals f prime of a times x minus a plus f of a, and just start plugging everything in. Okay, our f of x was the cube root of 25, which was right up there, is equal to f prime of a, right here, I just plugged it in, 1 over 3 times the cube root of our a, which is 27, squared, times 25 minus 27, and I just put that in brackets to keep it straight that these two are multiplied before you do any addition. And so then our f prime of a, our f of a We just found that right here. F of A is equal to 3. So there's our plus 3. So then just start actually doing the math. 27 squared is 729. So we have 1 over 3 times the cube root of 729 times negative 2 plus 3. So then if you take the cube root of 729, you end up with 9. So we're left with 1 over 3 times 9 times negative 2 plus 3 out here still. And so then I just kind of skipped a couple of steps, but 1 over 3 times 9 is your 3 times 9 gives you your 27. And when you have just a whole number multiplied by a fraction, so long as it's 1 up there, you just really worry about multiplying your numerators. So we have negative 2 times 1, which is negative 2, over our 3 times 9, which was 27. And we still have our plus 3. Alright, since we're doing addition now, we need to find a common denominator. Well, 3 is the same thing as 9 over 3. And so there, we still have our 3, but we need a 27. So we multiply by 9 over 9, which is the same thing as multiplying by 1, and we get 81 over 27. Okay, so now we have numbers we can work with because they have a common denominator. So that takes us to here. Negative 2 over 27 plus 81 over 27, which is equal to 79 over 27, which is approximately 2.93. Okay, well, double check, to make sure that, it's at least close and in the ballpark. So just take your calculator and actually plug in the cube root of 25, and you find out that it's, approximately 2.92. So 2.92 is incredibly close to 2.93. So the answer checks out. Yay. We did math. We are awesome.